Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Go ahead and post in the chat. Let us know, where are you calling in from today? Hi, Kay. Hey, Dave, David, hello, welcome, welcome. Hey, Julio. Go ahead and post in the chat. Let us know, where are you calling in from today? All right, we got San Diego in the house. I'm over in Boca Raton, Florida. Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. Awesome. Welcome. Hey, Mo, Hashim, Kevin. We've got Hong Kong in the house, Denmark, Spain, Norway. How cool. Welcome, everyone. If you're just hopping in, go ahead and post in the chat. Let us know, where are you calling in from today? All right, we've got Dubai. Awesome. Croatia, India, Texas, Denmark. All right. John is going to be out in just a moment. Hey, Lillian in Portugal. Glad to have you in here. Hey, Tom Gates. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We still have a lot of people rushing in. So if you're just hopping in, go ahead and post in the chat. Let us know, where are you calling in from? All right. Lots of people from Dubai today. Arizona, Australia, Norway, England, Denmark. Love that international group. All right, everyone. Hello, hello, and a huge welcome. I'm so glad to have you all here. My name is Carolyn Kaufman. I'm the community manager here at NeuroGym, and I am thrilled to have you all on here for this incredible masterclass on the quantum wealth leap. So I'm going to go ahead and share my slide because this is too good not to share. And today you are going to be learning about how to exponentially accelerate your financial success before the end of 2024. So if that sounds good for you and you're excited for this, go ahead and put a big yes in the chat right now. You can put it in all caps. I want to make sure that everyone in here is in the right place. So Dave, thank you for kicking that off with a big yes. And I want to see these yeses flying in the chat. There we go. I knew they were coming. Absolutely. Today is going to be an incredibly powerful masterclass. And I want to ask first, how many people in here saw the movie The Secret? Who in here saw The Secret? John was in that movie highlighting his incredible story of using a vision board with a house that he had clipped out from a magazine pinned on that board. Years later, he found himself living in that exact house. And he used the main principles in today's teaching to help supercharge his success so that he could create that experience in his life. So today, if you pay attention, if you turn off every distraction and get laser focused, and if you stay to the very end of today's training, you'll learn the fundamental shifts needed to help you dramatically change your financial landscape and your life. So if you're all here and ready, I want you to go ahead, hit that heart button right now at the bottom of the screen. Let's show John, give him some love. Let him know that you are set and ready for today. John has helped over 100,000 people worldwide create unbelievable, life-changing success. And now he is here to share that wisdom with all of us. It is a pleasure to introduce him. Let's turn on that camera and get started. Mr. John Assaraf.
Hey there, Carolyn. Hey, everyone. I hope you're doing great. And by the way, we're not talking about vision boards today, but we are talking about how to exponentially achieve financial success. And here's my question for you. Do you believe that there is a way, maybe you don't know it, but there is a way for you to 2x, 3x, 5x, maybe even 10x your income, your revenue in the next 12 months? Do you think that there's a way? And again, maybe you don't know it, but is there a way? Let me know in the chat with a yes. And the more you participate, I read the chat, All right. I read the chat as we're going. So you think there is a way. I'm going to share something with you that I haven't talked about in a while. I haven't done an event about this topic in probably 5, 6, 7 years. But it dawned on me that everybody out there is working really, really hard. And I was reminded, of a story. One of my friends, Price Pritchard, wrote a book called U Squared. In the beginning of the book, he talks about being at a hotel in Toronto, just north of Toronto, called the Milford Sound Inn. And he was watching a life and death struggle happening right in front of him. Now, he was sitting there writing a new book. And there was this fly that was flying around him and trying to smash through the window, knocking itself down to the windowsill. I just did a video about this the other day, and then getting back up, flying around the room, hitting the window again, falling on to the windowsill, flying back around, hitting the window again, trying to break out through the window. And Price says, in his talks and in his little book that he wrote, he says, I was wondering why this fly kept doing that, trying harder each and every time. He said, when just 15 feet away, the door was open and the fly could have just gone out through the door. So do any of you ever feel like you're hitting that window, working harder? Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you're spinning your wheels. You're putting in the effort, but it's not happening fast enough. Anybody here like that, right? Because this is for you if you want to break free, right? And so I see some of you can relate and determined to never give up. Yeah, never give up, but sometimes you want to do the right things in the right order, right? So today is about, as Carolyn said, let me just share my screen. All right. And today is all about, making the quantum leap. By the way, how do you like that image of me? Right? Thanks, Kay. My team made this quantum wealth leap, right? Let me ask you a question. Why do you want more wealth, more money? Why do you want more wealth and more money? Right? Why? Why do you want more wealth and more money? Will you feel proud of yourself? Will you be able to have some freedom? Why do you want more wealth and more money? Financial success. Why do many of us want it? Freedom, right? What kind of freedom? Freedom to do what you like, right? Give me a second. Freedom to do what you like. Right? Sorry, I had to turn on my air conditioner. Freedom on the 3D plane, more freedom, right? What about impact? What about influence? What about peace of mind, right? What about choice, freedom, right? Not have to worry. Money is a tool. Would you agree money is a tool? Part one. Part two, all right, let me ask you a question. What does exponential mean, right? When I talk about the word exponential, right, there's linear, but exponential, right, is a big jump, a big leap, right? And we're talking about a quantum leap, not going from 10,000 to 20,000, whether it's a day, a week, a month, or a year. But how do you go from 10,000 to 100,000? Is it possible, right? First, we have to get into it's possible. But as soon as we get into the world, right, the world of quantum, the world of exponential, a large multiplier, not just compounding, but exponential compounding, right? So let me share with you, I'm going to take you back to some of my earliest lessons studying the universe, studying quantum physics, studying quantum mechanics, studying the human brain. And here's what I believe. Anybody can do it because we all have the same type of systems and brain, maybe different skill level, maybe different character level, maybe different genetics, but we do have, all right, the ability. So let me ask you a question, right? And there is an answer here. Like, what is a quantum leap, right? What's a quantum leap? And by the way, do you want a quantum leap? Do you want to go from 2 to 10 instead of from 2 to 3? Do you want to go from 10 to 100 instead of 10 to 15? Right? Is it possible for us to make a quantum leap? Right? So a quantum leap is a major transformative change that happens quickly and radically rather than gradually. It signifies a significant breakthrough or substantial shift that results in a markedly different state or condition. Does that make sense? A quantum leap. Now, does somebody have to suspend disbelief? Like, suspend your disbelief that it is possible for you. And if you're ready to suspend disbelief, then put in a Y for yes in the chat. Are you prepared to suspend disbelief? Are you prepared to allow me to coach you and show you how I see the world, how I've manifested money, companies, cars, homes, businesses? And what I mean by manifest doesn't mean, so to speak, out of thin air without work. But are you open to being coached and to maybe just set aside what you believe just long enough for me to show you a different paradigm, a different way of seeing the world, a different way of seeing yourself, so that I can help you have a significant exponential growth in your financial life, which will impact your physical life, family life, impactful life, purpose and meaning life. Are you ready? Are you willing? Okay, so I see many of you are willing. If you're not, it's time to say goodbye. Because if you're not willing to at least be open-minded and you are locked in to your reality, then my view of reality may not help you. So if you're ready to just suspend for the next, hour and a half, 2 hours, let me take you on a journey of what I learned and what I apply and what I've taught my students. Some who are doing $1 billion a year in revenue, some 100 million a year in revenue, some 50 million, 20 million, 10 million, 50,000, extra by being open and learning. So let's have a little bit of fun. How many of you know this name, Nikola Tesla? What did he mean? What did he mean, right? When he said, if you wish to understand the universe, think of energy, frequency, and vibration. And again, remember, we are talking about a quantum leap. Quantum is the unseen world. Quantum is a massive transformative jump. What did he mean by, if you wish to understand the universe, think, of energy, frequency, and vibration? Right? Pretty brilliant guy. If you follow a little bit about his history, pretty brilliant guy. Yes, he was the genius that Edison stole his work. You are correct. So Athena says, we are energy. We are energy. By the way, contrary to popular belief, not everything is energy. Most things are, especially physical stuff is energy, but not everything is energy. Right? That he meant that this forms matter, right? Energy. Einstein, many of you see Einstein, behind me up there, and he came up with, that famous equation. Anybody know what that equation was? Anybody knows what that equation was? And yes, Paul Delbeck, we are made of it. We need to resonate with what we want to match, right? He figured out electricity and polarities, right? So E equals mc squared. But what does that mean? Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. Light travels 186,000 miles per second. Like, what is that? That's like trillions of miles per hour. Like, how do you even get your head around that? Right? It's like pretty deep stuff, like E equals mc squared. Great, but what does it mean? And what does it mean at a quantum level, right? So I'm going to go, is it okay if I go deeper than the surface today? You seem like a smart audience, an audience that's participating, an audience that's ready for transformation. Is it okay if we go deeper to understand what the heck does it mean? Right? Because if we understand what it means, then I can say, well, how can I use it to have a quantum leap myself? Right? Please, yeah, let's not go to the, I don't like to play on the surface, right? Let's go deep. Let's like really understand. Let's do a master class on this so that you can really, okay, say, oh my God, I've been holding myself back in this paradigm limited, and I can become everything I want to become because it's already within me and it's already here. All right, so let's go deep. I love it. Okay, thank you. So I'll show you a couple of things. Let's just understand a little bit about nature, right? Let's understand, what do we know? So would you agree we have this visible world, the world of, hear, see, smell, taste, touch, and things, right? We have the surface, like the surface of the water, right? So we have this visible, in many cases, physical or visual or auditory world. Agree? Put a Y if you agree. But then just beneath that, we have this scientific phenomenon, right, of physics, right, gravity, electromagnetism, friction, inertia, chemical reactions, electrical reactions, bonding, molecular structures, molecules, atoms, cell division, DNA replication, photosynthesis, which gives plants food in the form of chlorophyll. You can't see it, right? But plants are vibrating, or seeds are vibrating. They create roots. The roots bring in more water and more food underneath the soil, creates, a sprout up above the soil. The sun, the light from the sun, produces chlorophyll in the plant, which gives more food. And that's where an oak tree comes from, right? So the oak trees in the universe, through all of these unseen processes. Would you agree that we have a seen world? And we're so used to working with, well, I see this, I hear this, right? But there's an unseen world, right? Water cycle, carbon cycle, erosion, technology, right? AI now, computer algorithms, electrical circuits, telecommunications, right? Electromagnetism, right? But then below that, we have quantum mechanics, quantum entanglements, as everything is connected, scientifically proven. There's something called superposition. We will be talking about that today. Relativity, right? Space-time curvature, time dilation, mathematics, complex numbers, electromagnetic fields, gravitational fields, quarks, lepton, boson, neutrinos, right? The world of the unseen. Are you with me so far? This is like what we know so far, right? This is what our current technology. We use telescopes to look out. We use microscopes to look deep into the nature of reality. All right? Are you with me so far? I'm going somewhere with this. I am going somewhere with this, right? And then we live, right, in this energetic world, right, of radio frequencies. Microwave, we can cook a man or cook a piece of steak in the microwave. Infrared, go into an infrared sauna. It deeply heals the mitochondria and the cells, which is different than regular sauna. We have a very, very small spectrum of light that we're able to see through our eyes, right? There's ultraviolet, then there's X-ray, right? There's fMRI, there's gamma rays. Are you aware that Dr. Richie Davidson from the University of Wisconsin in Minnesota worked with the Dalai Lama several years ago? And for the first time ever, with electrodes all over, okay, some monks who've been meditating for over 50,000 hours, they measured gamma frequency, cosmic frequency that's usually in space, inside the head of these monks. They were vibrating, okay, at such high speeds that it was actually slowing down reality for them. They were able to observe and be aware of way more, because the shorter the wavelength is of your brain waves, the higher the frequency, the higher the energy. Now, have you ever been in a car accident? Or have you ever been like shocked and all of a sudden, time dilation happens and things go slower instead of faster. I've been in 2 car crashes and it seems like it's happening in slow motion. Now, you might be asking, why am I going there? Well, first reason is this. The reality that you're living in is the